Hey there, Brian from LP3 Cronus here, and sorry I haven't been doing much in many of these videos recently, but I just didn't think there was anything really video worthy. We're in the middle of a good war against HipHop for life. We've got 2 more attacks left. They've got 9. We're up by a significant number. I just want to take a look at a second. Our average destruction is 90%. We've got 10 3-stars and 9 2-stars. And the 2-stars are actually what I want to talk about today instead of the usual 3-stars. We had 6 attacks that were over 90% that didn't go for 3. A couple of 99% that we're going to look at and a couple of 95s. We were just tiny bit off. And those are the attacks that I want to show you today and talk about how a very small thing can change the outcome of a raid. So I'll just show you for a second. Me and V both had 99% back-to-back. And then up above, me and V both had our 100%. So we were on the same page this war. But the first attack I want to show you was a 95% by AZ. And this is a little bit of a tricky base because of the way everything is spread out. It's really hard to predict where your troops are going to go. And we're going to see that that's going to have everything to do with the outcome of this raid. So obviously some good scouting here from him. He knows that he can do a 1-for-1 trade on those cannons. He sends his balloons 2 at a time. I'm not sure if he anticipated the Teslas, and it seems like he probably didn't because you'll see on the top right that Tesla is enough to take out that second balloon, so he can't get these top 2 archer towers out. I think had he known that there would have been another Tesla there, he would have put an extra balloon probably. Either way, he was able to lure out the clan castle, and he dropped a couple golems in. And this is the part I like. You'll notice on the bottom is where most of the ground damage is. He's got the rest of the cannons up here, and up top is mostly archers. So he throws his golems down here with his kill squad to take out those archers. And look how far apart he's dropping his wizards to create this funnel. He doesn't want his troops going anywhere, especially Valkyries. We're going to see later Valkyries can be pretty unpredictable. So he was able to make a wide enough funnel so that the Valkyries would go straight into the middle. They'll target the heroes. And now take a look at this queen. Because of the new queen AI, she doesn't want to go for wall. She wants to go for the nearest target that she can hit over a wall. And in this case, we have the mortar. Now, the golems and everything else has already done work in the center, so she has now nothing to go for except for this dark elixir. And it's going to push her around the outside of the base. We'll use her ability, and you'll see that had she had gone towards the middle, I think this would have definitely been a 3-star. But we'll see in a minute. Anyway, he has these balloons up to take out this cannon to save the queen. They'll take out that Tesla in a minute. He's still got a golem and his king right in the middle, and he's got to jump out, which is what I really like there also. Jump in, jump out. He could have had his troops stuck there on a wall for a while, but it was a smart idea. Again, the queen didn't go in the middle, and that could have been what caused him to raid. So the queen is still working around the outside, and he's still got all these back-end loons that he is going to surgically place around the base. Golem's already tanking the 2 archer towers in the middle, so that was perfect. The jump out there. His balloons will make quick work of the mortar. He has that wizard working on taking out that air defense in a minute. And his queen, again, keep in mind, is still working around. Balloon for the bottom Tesla, balloon for the top archer tower, and the wizard will take out the air defense so that his balloons can clean up the rest of the space, no problem. And you'll notice right here in the middle that clan castle is still standing. Obviously, had the queen been in the middle, that clan castle would have been out, and that will be one of the last buildings remaining. So I think that new AI can really affect things, and in a raid like this, where he did, it was really a perfect raid. He just ran out of time. You have to really take into consideration the very small things. So in this case, having the queen go to the outside was that, and it ended up costing him by 5%. Take a look at my raid now. I was experimenting a little bit. I was game planning this base with Ethan, and he was the one who made the call for Valks. So I drop in a couple giants to reach the clan castle. Turns out there was a lava hound in there, but quickly while that's getting taken out, you'll see that there's only 3 compartments in this whole base. This outer ring, the middle ring, and then the center. No other walls separating everything, and that obviously was the Valkyrie's biggest hurdle. They do not do well on walls. So this was a perfect place Valk, and I give Ethan the credit for catching that. So I have the Hound down here. I have my wizards creating an extra large funnel. Another thing about Valkyries is that they love two buildings that are close to each other, and they hate going inside. I made that funnel as wide as I possibly could. Had my 3 golems in to do some tanking for my wizards. Got those wall breakers in, and it momentarily, as the queen finishes taking out all these pups, I will send my Valkyries in towards the middle. I guess I didn't even need that jump spell. I didn't think my wall breakers were going to get in that far, but regardless. Okay, so in terms of pathing, I should have waited a little bit longer, because as you'll see, all the Valkyries pathed to the outer ring, except for about 4. And because they were on this outer ring, it really kept them away from the center, which again, I think could have cost me the raid, as you'll see. So, I got this giant clump of Valkyries, healing them up nicely. They heal. Valkyries are indestructible. And the inexplicable part, they choose to go for a wall instead of that builder's hut and continue working their way around that ring. I don't understand it. This wizard would have done the rest of the cleanup for me there. I'm not sure why they decided that they had to break through that wall. And that was very frustrating, but that is going to be what ended up costing me the raid. So my queen is sitting protected by this golem, but it's going to split up in a second. And I take out that. See, I don't understand why this queen is even on this wall. After 5 minutes, she walks around to take out the other structures. I thought that was the whole point of the new AI. Anyways, I only realized too late, but I should have been healing her this whole time. I had an extra heal, but I never needed it. I drop it now, but it was not in time. Had I let her heal a little bit more, perhaps have taken out more of the base. But this Tesla is going to get the best of her because the heal spell is going to work. And time will do the rest. They'll put it on double speed. Valkyries are a fine cleanup troop, but there was too many walls for them to break through here. They just would never make it back to that Tesla in time. So they'll take out the gold storage and the barracks, and oh, I forgot about that army camp, and then that's just going to be that. I don't know what else to say. Had they gone towards the middle, that would have been a 3-star, but sometimes that's the way things go. All right, the last 99% I want to show you is from VNV. And this attack actually, I think, was basically perfect. Anything else he could have done. Got unlucky at one point, and that saved him. This is just one of those rare instances that, you have a perfect raid, and the cards don't fall your way. So, makes a good funnel. His kill squad is going in. There's a perfect line for the queen and air defense and the clan castle, which is always exactly what you want. Not a great base design. This lightning spell, and here's the mistake, misses the witch. You'll see the witch is still alive in there, which distracts his kill squad for long enough that they are not able to take out everything. The queen is going to use their ability. She will take out the witch in a minute, and she'll take out the queen, but the air defense will still stand, and you'll see that actually ends up helping him. So this level 5 air defense is still up, and he sends his hound and a few loons behind it. And his original plan, I'm sure, was to have this down, and then he could have worked counterclockwise around the base. But he sends in that rage, and you'll see that the air defense is doing work on some of those balloons because he probably didn't anticipate it. The hound is there, and he gets really lucky. I've never seen a hound actually do any damage to anything, but the hound here actually is able to take out that air defense somehow. I don't know how that happened. I could. Do hounds do explosion damage when they explode? I don't think so. Anyways, he ends up getting very, very lucky there, and his pups are able to clean up a little bit around the outside. They're spreading out very nicely. There's tons of balloons left, down pointed expos. This is a shot. Absolutely nothing that can stop him. Of course, you don't want to see those balloons clumping up like that, but again, he's got so many of them that there's just enough to take out all the defenses. So, and look at that spread of pups. It's not even all like they're all in one place. Anyways, you've got the balloons on the high hit point structures. I'll just fast forward here. And as they work their way around the base, the pups are taking care of basically everything. Maybe that king stalled them for a minute or two, but you'll see it came down to literally the last second. Obviously. Yeah, that army camp. Not much he could have done there. I really think it was a great attack. Attacks from our guys this war. We still have 2 hours left, but a couple of guys had amazing wars that I just want to call out. Kit had a 5-star war and 2 perfect 3 stars. He's on his game. He's been coming really close recently, but there he goes. There's his 2 3-stars. Ricky, a 90%. And those are the things. They're just not quite falling for us to have that kind of war. And there was someone else. Oh, yeah. Rag. A 3-star on his first attack and then an 82% on a cleanup. It was a good attack. Just didn't quite have enough. The clan right now is clicking on all cylinders. And hopefully we're going to win this war. And I think the tale of the 2 stars that could have been 3 stars really makes the difference. We could have had 16-3 instead of 10-9, and that's obvious by our average destruction. So, just want to say job to everyone in the clan, and let's keep it up. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.